Hey guys, it is story time, which means that I'm just gonna hang out with you guys for a little while at night, chill out, just talk for a while. First of all, there was something that I did miss in this game. If you guys remember last time, we ran into these little power plant thing. My nose is doing funny things right now. I apologize for that. We had this dude over here. Why can I not get up on that line? You know, I would never have this much trouble in real life. There we go. We had this guy over here. Well, there was something back over in a building over there that I forgot, and it is a little mechanical arm that you can get. And I forgot to look for that because I needed that. But that's how we fixed this. So I went back there and I got that. Now we have another little mechanic here. We can do this. And this is a little bit hard to control. No. There we are. There we are. Pick it up. Pick it. Get the thing. Get the thing. Oh, there we go. Okay, I goofed. Now put that in there. There we go. Now bring it back. All right. And that's how we do that. And that's going to become a mechanic in this game, is having to use your little mechanical thing to move rocks around. And now we can get the elevator. But yeah, you know, I like doing this series, even though they're not that often, simply because I like the idea that people are just listening to me. They're putting me on sometime in the middle of the night, and they're watching this video just because they want someone to talk to them because they're lonely. I don't like lonely people. I do the videos that I do mainly to make people smile and happy, but I also want to do it to keep people from being lonely, because I've been lonely before. And I don't like it. And I do the same thing, believe it or not. Sometime middle of the night, you know, nobody's around. I sometimes wish, and you know, I don't know, there may be such a place on the on YouTube. There may be a channel like this, but I often wish that there was a channel just with maybe some dude who would just sit there, you know, in the camera and just talk to you. You know, almost like a channel just for lonely people, just so they can be talked to when they're lonely. And I may do that. I mean, I'm only contributing a small bit to that, because these videos are between 15 and 30 minutes and that's it. But, and I wish I had more time to do more of it, because it almost seems like something that I'd like to do is just, you know, make videos that are, you know, long videos where I just talk to people, where I just sit and talk. And it doesn't matter if the person that I'm talking to, if the people watching the video are actually paying attention to every word that I say or not, as long as they're having another voice in their room, and they can feel like they are in good company. And what the fuck do I do here? What the fuck do I do here? What? Well, I can't go back, so obviously I'm not supposed to go back. Whatever I'm supposed to do is here. What the fuck do I do? Do I, well, I don't use the crane thing or the, grabby thing. And there's really nothing else that I have that I can use. So, what the hell do I do? I don't even know. I have no idea. I forgot. I've forgotten this far into the game. And this is not by the way, the most brilliantly designed game ever. It's a pretty good game, but it is an indie game, and a lot of the game design in this game, a little bit rough. A lot of times the conveyance is bad. They don't tell you, because that's a big thing in games, is you have to give the player some idea of what they're supposed to do at every moment. Now, right now, with this here, this is just, okay, you can't get in. Now, there's no conveyance. There's no conveyance about what the player is supposed to do. There's nowhere to go back here. The only conveyance that you have, the only clue, is that you know you can't go back. So whatever you have to do is right here. That's the only clue you have. Other than that, it tells you nothing about what you're supposed to do. That wasn't it. I went first person. How'd that happen? So, yeah, let me figure this out and I'll get back to you. Okay, so hidden back here are some dynamites. And, that was what we're supposed to do. That took me far longer than it should have. I think in this case I was griping prematurely because I should have just looked around a little bit. Shouldn't blame the game for that one. Boom. There we go. That should do her. And here we are. There's a panel. There's some rusted donuts. My favorite. Get those from Dunkin' Donuts every night. Which, by the way, I'm happy that we have Dunkin' Donuts in Colorado because great 24-hour place to go. I miss Tim Hortons. And I don't know if there's any Canadians out there watching, but I can see why you guys are so crazy about Tim Hortons. I love the place. I usually didn't get donuts from there. They stay open all night. And I would go in there at 3 in the morning and get like just a soup and salad. They have that too. They serve some food. I get like, a cream of broccoli soup and, a turkey sandwich. And just eat that at 3 in the morning. I really loved Tim Hortons. And they don't have those here in Colorado. It's a little bit too far south for them. Let's go. Off we go. Man, if I was on this thing for real, I would not trust this thing at all. Oh.
There's something odd about that storm.
That's a storm? I didn't know that was a storm. Looks like smoke to me. Looks like somebody is smoking a spliff. Music is interesting. Minimal music in this game, but I like it. Anyway, what I was saying earlier, just about wanting to keep people from being lonely. That's as genuine as I can be. I really. A lot of people don't believe it because there's a lot of YouTubers online that just like, I just care about you. You guys are amazing and you guys are the audience. And it doesn't feel genuine. And when I'm playing a character, when I'm being to the Ranting Gryphon, it doesn't seem genuine then either because I'm playing a character. But that's one of the true things that's coming through. One of the bits of true character, my character that's coming through into the Ranting Gryphon is that I honestly do just care. I care about you guys. I care about if I can, get you to smile, if I can keep you from being lonely. That's what I want to do. And people have told me over the years, and I am guilty of this, of very badly mismanaging my business as an entertainer or as a comic. I've made some very bad business decisions, but it was because I don't care about stepping on people to get money. I just wanted to entertain people. Now, I don't know. I know this is a door. I remember that much. And I know you can get in it. But I don't know if there's anything else that you need. So anyway, that's the end of my little lecture on that. Let me just go ahead and see what we got here. Okay. Do I need to push a thing? Okay. So those first two are right. And then, no. No, okay. I accidentally got the first two right. Nope. Okay, well now we know definitively what we got going. And now it's that one. Yep. Thank you very much. Open for me. Open for me. The way she used to smile. She would keep going. The kindness in her voice. Oh my, I'm on the other side now. And there's our green trail. Wasteland. I've nearly forgotten entirely what is past this point in this game. I don't know if there's things I need to find, but I can see my house from here. No, I can't. My house is somewhere out there on Earth. Ouch. Don't die. What is this? This is a big chunk of rock. Hey, rock. How are you doing? You're interesting. Wow. Oh. Hi there.
What in the world? Hey, get away from him.
Let's go down here and look at her. Look at my dead. So, one of my crewmates made it out here. Suddenly, that crew confirmed dead. Both my crewmates are now confirmed dead. Seems this planet is not lifeless after all. A deadly life form lingers below the surface of the planet. The woman seems to avoid their traps somehow. I will try to use this to my advantage, following her tracks as best as possible. Well, I do remember this. And I do remember that things start to try to kill you now. Anyway, I don't know if I didn't tell you guys, but, well, I twittered it. Hang on a second. Okay, here we go. I mentioned this on Twitter. I'm gonna get killed a lot. Somebody striked my channel. Don't you do it. And most of the time you get, channel strikes. It's usually automated. It's usually because the automated system on YouTube has heard some little bit of music or has detected some little bit of movie or something that that's in your channel that's in their system that it matches up to. This wasn't like this. This was a person who put a strike on one of my maze videos, one of them. And whenever they strike your channel, whenever they strike something, they will show, they'll give you a little place, like a section of video that shows where they are claiming that their material is. That, you know, they own this material and, you know, this is why they're striking it. Well, so I looked it up. I looked at this. Oh, this don't look good. Can I go around here? Am I gonna die? I didn't die. Okay. Why music? Why? Why are you here? Oh, these. Whoops. Basalt, right? Yeah, located a vast columnar basalt. These natural formations appear and similar to those on Earth, but at a far grander scale than any terrestrial occurrences I'm aware of. I have to assume they formed in a similar fashion to basalt columns on my own planet, via the slow cooling of huge lava flows. As the hot substance cools into new rock, it contracts, sending deep cracks into the surface in a geometric pattern. Once these cracks go deep enough, they result in towering columns of rock. And yes, I'm gonna talk about that in a minute. And no, these are not bigger than anything found on Earth. There are much bigger basalt columns found on Earth than this. The Devil's Tower in South Dakota, for example. Anyway, so I looked it up, and I was being, my video was striked for a section of dialogue. It was just a section of dialogue in the game. And I looked up who was striking me, and it was just some Polish YouTuber. The game was made in Canada, and he's a Polish YouTuber manually striking my channel. So I disputed it. I put in a dispute, said no, bullshit. This is not a valid dispute. And it was taken down. It took 2 days. It took like about a day and a half, and the dispute was taken down. But still, I don't understand why, these predatory, YouTubers out there strike channels just hoping that they'll get somebody who's ignorant about the way copyright laws work, so they can just monetize a video and take that money for themselves. It's really shitty.
It's a biological reaction with the soil.
The tracks are my guide, a delicate female footprint offering me subtle comfort as I press on into the unknown. Strangely, it's not always effective. I seem to lose the tracks in rocky areas, of which there are plenty. In the right light, though, I can see where they pick up again to continue my journey. An analysis of the soil at this point of contact suggests that there is something organic reacting to the person, or the thing, whatever she is, making, and it is a she, I guess, making the tracks. The faded glow is haunting, unsettling marks on the earth that make me recall nuclear propaganda films. I'm trying not to worry about that idea, that with every step my body is being irradiated beyond repair. Yeah, we'll hope not. Don't you do it. And I remember this clearly. If you step in the middle of those things, they will kill you. They will just go blug it and kill, and they'll skewer you, and you will be dead. You'll be very, very dead. Oh, like that one I almost walked into just now. Uh-huh. And by the way, as for basalt is concerned, see these? These are a natural occurrence on Earth. And they look just like this. And there are several places where they have these basalt columns. Now, as an atheist, this is one of those things that I love. Because, one of the running theories of creationism is, and this is just, it's a thought puzzle. They say you find a pocket watch in the middle of a beach. Well, you have to assume that something more intelligent than the elements surrounding it created that pocket watch, because there's no way that the elements around it could have created it. These basalt rocks are a perfect debate against that, because you look there and usually all there is ocean or other just rocks around. However, these are all in perfect geometrical shapes, and you could say that, hey, nothing around them could have created perfect geometrical shapes. You would have to assume that a more intelligent creature created them, but it didn't. Because sometimes you can have intelligent looking creations from the surrounding area, and just because you don't understand them doesn't mean they're complicated. That's one thing that, I have an argument about, with the, when it comes to religious arguments is, well, the universe is so complex that something must have created it. Well, complexity is relative. You know what I mean? It just depends on how much you understand. If you understand how the universe works, it's actually not complex. There are 4 forces. That's it. And gravity, which we don't quite understand what gravity is. I think I do, but I'm not arrogant enough to like propose to, to actually think that I could throw out an actual theory. I think gravity is definitely tied to time and space, but either way, gravity is like, it's almost like if you say, well, the universe is complex and therefore it was created by a higher being, you're kind of almost admitting that you're stupid. I mean, and I hate to say it that way, but if the universe is complex to you, maybe you just don't understand the universe. Maybe it's actually really simple, you just don't understand it. Just because you don't understand something doesn't mean that it was created by a higher power. What is this? Roots. I've taken a sample from one of the roots, root species. My field observation tools are not of much use, but from what I can tell, the creatures are a carbon-based life form. However, their cellular structure is completely unique. There's very little specialization between cells. Did I read that right? Yeah. And yet the cells appear to be far larger and vastly more complex than those of terrestrial animals, including humans. Now, having said what I just did, I want to make it clear that while I used to be an adamant atheist, I used to be an activist atheist, I used to go around and I used to go around and basically Bible beat atheism. And I think this can happen to anybody. When Christians, older people like, mid-20s, teenagers first discover Christianity, they go around and they Bible beat like hell because they're excited to have found their new ideology. Atheists do that too. And I did that as well. When I first, found atheism, I went around, it's like, I have the right way, and I'm going to be very active about this and promote this. Holy shit. But I'm not. Whoa, what? What? Well then, that was a debacle. Let's try that again. Shit. I think did it move me forward in the game? I think it did. Anyway, I'm not like that anymore. I don't promote atheism. I mean, I am an atheist. I will talk about atheist ideas. If people ask me about it, I will damn sure express my atheist ideas. But I don't go around and try to change people's minds anymore. Because A, I've learned that you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink, which means that you're never going to influence a person's ideology if they're not ready to have it influenced. It's just not going to happen. And so, really what we have in the end is, atheists versus Christians. Well, yeah, okay, and atheists are constantly bashing Christians. Christians are constantly bashing... Really? Tried to avoid that hole in the middle of the rocks and I fell right back down it again. Damn it. I'm not good at this. And you have Christians versus atheists, atheists versus Christians. But it doesn't have to be that way. And I don't think it should be that way. I think there should be a point where Christians and atheists realize they're not going to change each other's minds. But what they can do is they can start looking at the things that they have in common, and they can start working together. I don't believe in God. I think the idea of believing in an invisible sky wizard is really strange. It's very out of touch with reality. Now, that's just my thoughts on it. However, the person who believes in this invisible sky daddy, okay, I may think that's ridiculous, but that doesn't mean that we don't have another million things that we do agree on. And generally, a lot of those things are, we want peace. We don't want violence. We want a safe place to be able to take a walk and for our kids to grow up. We want good schools. We want good education. We want a good government. Now, Christians and atheists agree on this all the time. All the time. Why can't it be that Christians and atheists can hang their fucking their one disagreement up on the wall and work together to actually get something done on the things that they do agree with? I mean, can you imagine? Oh boy, this is hard. If atheists, Christians, Muslims, people of all different faiths could get together on, hey, let's work against violence. But we can't do that because we're too busy debating which God is actually the real God, or if there is one or not. We're too focused on that bullshit. Oh, you don't believe in my God? You've got to die. Well, you don't believe in my God. You don't believe in any gods. Therefore, you don't have any morals. I do too have morals. Morals aren't dictated by God. They are too. Well, why are we doing that? Why are we doing that? When we could be focused on, hey, how about this violence thing? Are we all cool that there should be no violence? Yeah. Well, why don't we work on that? Why don't we work on this no violence thing? Fuck whose God is right and real and fuck that. Why don't we work on this thing about making the world safer? Am I gonna die? Yes, I'm gonna die. I remember this part. I remember it was hard. I don't remember how to get past it. Because all of this is dead. It's death. Can I walk past you? No, I cannot walk past you. Give me one more try, and I'm gonna be out of here for the day. Because I want pizza. Why do I want pizza? I want pizza for the reason that a lot of people sometimes want pizza. It's because there are no dishes left, and I don't want to wash them. So I'm gonna order pizza. I'm terrible, I know. I know I'm terrible. I know I'm horrible. Can I just jetpack past this guy? Can I do this? God damn it. I'm gonna have to figure this one out. I forgot how this one goes. But, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching me today and listening to my banter. And I will catch up with you again in the next story time next week, Wednesday. And I hope you guys all have a great evening and that you're not lonely and that you have a good time. I hope you've had some beer. So, I'll see you guys in the next story time. Take care.